This is what I do. This is who I serve. This is who I am uniquely equipped to serve based on my experience and my passion. I think people are fearful of that. And I encourage anybody that's in a life coaching field, if you just got your license and you're starting out as a licensed therapist, determine who specifically you want to work with. It's not negative. You're not saying that you will never work with anybody that's outside of that box. But what you are saying is, I'm standing on my square. I'm establishing who I am as an individual, and this is what I do. Once you lean into that, you're going to find success because now all your marketing aligns with that effort. All your words, you're speaking directly to the souls of the people that you can help.
Okay.
And when you lock in on that aspect of it, everything else becomes easy. All the content creation, all the social media stuff, all the website stuff, if it's aligned to a specific brand, specific type of client that you work with, it becomes a lot easier to get into their mind and enter the conversation that they're already having in their brain.
Okay.
So I encourage you, I'm imploring you, and it's not just limited to therapists, it's not just limited to doctors, it's not just limited to life coaches. You need to sit down and try to figure out how you can make your business work specifically for a specific segment of people. I know a couple years ago, I was at a marketing conference with my wife, and we're in Vegas, and we're walking around, and it was a marketing conference for financial planners, right? Financial advisors and stuff, right? And one of the keynote speakers was a financial advisor who specialized in working with tattoo shops.
Good job.
He focused
Very specific.
he focused specifically on, because tattoo shop owners have very specific needs. It's a lot of cash. It's a lot of cash accounting and stuff like that. And so he tailored his services, and he was tatted up. He's a tatted up guy. He tailored his services, his branding even had, tattoo looking stuff in it. He tailored the entire brand around, I am the person to come to for tattoo shop owners to work with.
Okay.
And that's all he got. And he built a big book of business off of that by narrowly, specifically focusing on it. So you can do this in any business. The idea is establish who your brand is and lock in on it. And then you can always find other parallels. You could start other services with other clients in mind, but stay cohesive on who you're serving in that specific client, in that specific service, I should say. So that's what we're saying, y'all. It's about establishing. So, couple of questions. Do y'all think branding is more important than the product or service itself? Why or why not? That's the questions I want y'all. These are questions I'm just throwing out there, open-ended questions. Okay. Do you think the branding is more important than the product or service itself? I'm dropping it in the chat so y'all can see it.
Okay.
These are the questions we want to hear from y'all. So let me put the trial in there. I would love to hear. I want to hear your answers for this, so that we can have a conversation about it. Because I do want y'all to start thinking about it. And if you disagree, jump in and tell us why not. That's fine too. And the other question is, how do you want people to feel when they think about your personal or business brand? And that might be even a more pertinent question for anybody that's out there that's thinking about stepping out and launching their own thing. So I'm putting that in the chat too. I'm gonna scroll that one. Actually, I'm not gonna scroll that one. So, 2 questions, y'all. 1, do you think branding is more important than the product or service itself? Why or why not? And 2, why do you think branding is, or how do you want people to feel when they think about your personal or business brand? These are questions that we can have answered in the chat, y'all. But I think we're going to start moving towards the conclusion here. What do you think, Fearless?
I like that. I like that.
So overall, we talked about brand, and we talked about brand ties into your personal constitution and your motivating factors, your animating force, who you are, who you want to be, and who your product is and who it serves. These are very important considerations when determining this stuff, because once people feel that emotional connection to your brand, then you have loyal customers. Once that emotional connection is severed, you don't have loyal customers anymore. You don't have an audience anymore. And it doesn't even have to be products. It can be you are a content creator, you have a YouTube channel, you have a Twitch channel or whatever. Who are you is important, because that's why the audience keeps tuning in.
Okay.
This is why Fearless has been is going to do 100 days of coaching. What day are you on now?
Today will be day 30. Where am I at? Hold on, let me see. Give me a second. Today will be day 33.
Day 33. Fearless has been doing this consistently for 33 days, and he has a pretty good audience of people that tune in
Every single day.
every single
no days off.
No days off. Every single evening, 8:30 Central. You need to be there, because Fearless is offering free coaching. All you gotta do is just pop into the stream and ask a question. Free coaching.
That's it.
And this is the consistency. Okay. This is Fearless establishing who he is and what he wants to serve. And he's showing you his value. And you can get free coaching there.
Free.
You know?
I mean, because, and again, the reason why and people consistently keep asking me, why free? I mean, and I keep explaining is that it's not about the money. To me, it's about, because I said I was going to do it. Right? That's number one. The other thing is that I've always been nervous about just talking in the camera, whether people are here or not. Right?
Right.
It scared the shit out of me. So, and remember, you and I, Brian and I used to do these, and we would record them.
Yep.
But sometimes they would go out, sometimes they wouldn't, depending on what we had going on. And one day I said, hey, man, I don't want to do recording anymore. I just want to put it out. Because here's the thing. Once these are out, I don't watch them again.
Yep.
If I record it, I got to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I know what I said. I know what he said. I'm sitting right here.
Right.
Right? So I don't want to have to go back in and be like, okay, what'd you say again? No, I don't want to watch all that. So we record him. Once they're done, I think he does his thing with it. I put it on my stuff, he'll put it on his, and then that's it. Everything that I do is live. Everything I do is live. I am not doing any, and I hope you're hearing me. I'm not doing anything where they're pre-recorded. At least not on my platform, I'm not. If I was on somebody else's, if you want to pre-record it, that's on you. Me personally, I go live on everything I do.
It's working without a net.
It's working without a net, because for me, that's the only way that I feel comfortable. Ironically enough, I only feel comfortable going live. I do not feel comfortable if there's a safety net catching me. If anything happens right now, anything, you're going to see it live. Right? My phone rings, my burp, if I fart, somebody comes over, somebody's walking through a laundry, you're going to see it all. I ain't cutting shit out, because life ain't going to cut nothing out for you, and neither am I.
So 8:30 every night.
Every night.
For 100 days.
Yeah, for 100 days. So again, this is day 33. So we have 74 more.
Mm-hmm.
And again, every 5 days, man, we have a little bit of a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that's something big. But I celebrate those small little wins too. Right? I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.